This video has been sponsored by Dragon Ball Fever. More about it later down the video. In the last part, Bulma and Raditz attempt to get rid of Buu, but it's in vain and they get absorbed. Gohan is at the Kai's world and trained by Kibito. Kibito made the effort to bring Uloborid's body back to train her too. Old Kai was released and unlocked Gohan's potential, as well as recommending fusion. They fuse into Ulobohan and go face Buu. In this part, we finish the Buu saga and enter Battle of Gods. So let's continue. Buu recalls a battle with someone who was Imagine as well, a girl. He remembers her and sees a similarity in the eyes this time, wondering how is she alive. But Ulobohan stops him, saying that it's none of his concern and that his terror ends then and there. They start the battle and Ulobohan is quite proud of himself, having found some cockiness as a fusion. Buu decides that he should test his strength on them and charges at them at a quarter of his power. Ulobohan sees it very easily and after images, confusing Buu before Ulobohan gut punches him really hard and piercing through Buu. Buu went to turn around and gut Ulobohan again, but Ulobohan spin kicked him into the ground. Buu was confused, not comprehending on how the two got so powerful, let alone merged together. Ulobohan is annoyed he's even asking that question, knowing he too merged, and kicks Buu in the head. Buu is taken aback by the attack, so he tries his candy beam, which Ulobohan blocks by forming a barrier around his hand and catching it. Ulobohan forms a ki blast and shoots it at Buu's antenna, destroying it, and the beam stops. Buu is getting angry, so much so that he tries every trick in the book, and each time they manage to get away from it and pack Buu back harder and harder. It keeps on going for a solid half an hour and Ulobohan grew tired of Buu. He knew that at some point Buu will completely flip, so Ulobohan tries getting him to surrender. Buu sees he has no chance against this new warrior and that anything he does is futile. Just when he was about to give up, Ulobohan unfuses back to Gohan and Uloborid. Buu is confused but sees that as an opportunity and packs them both up. Buu starts taunting them how their little fusion isn't permanent, unlike his, and that now, once he absorbs them, he will be unstoppable. Gohan and Ulo are hella scared now, and so are Kibito and Old Kai. With that, Buu absorbs Ulo and Gohan, making them a part of him. The power increase he has gotten is way beyond anyone could have ever comprehended. Buu is now so full of himself, screaming to himself and telling them he wins and he will never bow down to anyone ever again. Though that was very short-lived. Buu starts getting massive stomach cramps and they're making him bend down in pain. Meanwhile, inside there's a whole nother type of bullshit going on. Uloborid is inside the cocoon and powering up, ripping the cocoon open. She keeps on going, starting a second atonement. This time it's everything she's got and beyond. All the pain, all the grief, all the failure, all put together into one gigantic power-up. She manages to even go Super Saiyan 3 with all that power, but she isn't stopping there. Buu is starting to get inflated like a balloon on the outside and is still in excruciating pain. Ulo's ki is already got so fucking massive that it started ripping Buu from the inside, releasing some that were captive. Gohan, Shin and Piccolo were among the first. Gohan knew exactly what to do and he too starts going at it. Ulo yells at him to go and save the rest, basically ordering him to do it. Gohan thinks for a moment knowing she might die again, but goes along with it, stopping the power-up and starting to shoot out cocoons and even shooting out the one where Good Buu is. Okay, to clarify, since I didn't in the previous part, yes, Good Buu still exists. The evil side sealed him away inside his body because of his nature. Goku, Vegeta, and Shin pop out of Buu unconscious while Buu became a literal balloon. With no one else fused to him, Ulo decides to make her exit too now that everyone is saved. Escaping with everyone, she tells Gohan and the rest to flee as she will take care of Buu. The rest go, while Ulo stands menacingly in Super Saiyan 3 and watching onto Buu changing.
I'll stop.
You wanted to skip the sponsorship, didn't you?
But man,
You thought you was slick, huh?
don't let him skip the sponsorship.
Oh, I ain't letting him. I was paid good money for it. You can sit through it. Dragon Ball Fever is a fan comic done by Norlight. It's about a girl that has been saved from Red Ribbon Army by Goku Black. Now please support the artist and check out the link in the description below. And now, you can continue watching. In no time, we see a much shorter version of Buu, standing and doing nothing. This is the birth or rebirth of Kid Buu, and this time there is no good Buu to keep him company and prevent him from not killing. Ulo looked at Buu, still having plenty of fight left in her, and shooting a blast at Kid Buu. Buu turned around a bit too late and struggled with the blast, but he managed to get it away. But he then saw Ulo standing right in front of him, and Kid Buu got confused, but grins and tries attacking Ulo. But she easily after images and kicks him off planet. They decide to fight in a near vacuum, and Ulo is having a hard time breathing while Buu is having no struggle at all. Ulo is starting to beat the absolute shit out of Buu, trying every trick to get rid of him, but he just keeps regenerating. She then remembers Cell and his ability and thinks maybe it's the same case here, but she has to finish the job quickly because she's losing breath and stamina. However, a plot twist happens. Every time Ulo tries something to charge up a blast, Buu intercepts and cancels the attempt. Buying time doesn't work for Ulo either, and she's losing strength at this point too. She goes for one last punch before going back to base and fainting, starting to fall back down to Namek. The gang on Namek is scared as to what to do, but Goku does have an idea. He's going to use the Spirit Bomb and destroy Buu that way. Goku starts charging up and telling everyone to share all the power they can. So everyone that is present there, including the Namekians, are sharing their power. Old Kai and Kibito, who have been watching through a crystal ball, do so too. Goku is collecting the energy, but Buu is charging a blast of his own. Buu shoots his blast and is starting to descend towards the planet fast. Bulma decides to go Super Saiyan 3 with all the energy she's got and tries stopping it, but she's getting pushed back by it due to the lack of energy. Bulma tries stalling for as long as possible, but to no avail. Vegeta comes to aid to help his wife, and they both push hard, but they only manage to hold it in place. Goku charges up the attack and throws it high in the air, telling Vegeta and Bulma to get out of the way. They do, and the attack connects straight onto Buu's, and the two power balls clash. However, the Spirit Bomb is just barely making it in, so all Buu did is pour even more power into his to push the bomb back. There is no hope left, as the attack is coming closer and closer. However, Ulo jumps in. She's rushing, using up whatever is left of her power and strength to go Super Saiyan 3. She enters the Spirit Bomb despite Goku yelling not to do it. Inside the attack, Ulo is trying to push the attack, but can't with all her energy. She does feel a massive surge of ki from within. She's actually absorbing the Spirit Bomb, and she takes that opportunity to do it. By some miracle, she has a pure heart in this moment, and it allowed her to go and absorb every last drop of the Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb shrinks and becomes only a few meters big, before breaking apart to see Uloborid screaming bloody murder. Uloborid is now extremely muscular, lost her irises, and looking at Buu menacingly, but slowly gaining her irises back. She cancels Buu's attack instantly and starts charging up her own. Buu is trying everything he can to somehow hurt Ulo, but nothing works. Ulo kicks Buu away and shoots a massive galley gun right at Buu. It disintegrates him in mere seconds, and the wave intensity is larger than the fusion itself. Buu is now destroyed for good, and Ulo wasted the entire energy pool of her Spirit Bomb she absorbed. She faints yet again and drops down. Bulma goes to catch her, but Vegeta flies by sooner and makes a soft landing with his adopted daughter in hand. Gohan rushes over, worried for his girl and checking up on her. Vegeta lies Ulo down, telling Gohan she's alive. Gohan is relieved to hear that, and everyone gathers around Ulo. Ulo awakens and is confused, with everyone cheering to Ulo coming back. Ulo thanks Goku for the Spirit Bomb, with Goku laughing. Shin thanks everyone for defeating Buu, saying he has a debt to pay, snapping down and falling on the ground, basically dying. Everyone is confused at Shin, but Gohan, who looks at Ulo's halo disappearing and Ulo coming back to the living world. With that, the menace is destroyed and the Z fighters can now live in peace. Oh, and also Shin is alive, just has a halo of his own, just like the old Kai did. It's been a couple of months since Buu, and it's been pretty much calm on now restored Earth. The Breeze family is training hard and pushing limits, as well as the Sun family. However, Ula and Gohan are settled in a big-ass house now instead of an apartment, as they have decided to get married. It's all peace and quiet, but what they don't know is that danger is yet to come to Earth. Beerus the Destroyer awakens after sleeping for a couple decades in seek of the Super Saiyan God. We're continuing the series next time. While you wait for the next part, join the T23 Discord server with the vanity URL down in the description. Also, check out Hero of Z in the pinned comment. Thank you for watching, and with that, peace out.